What's up, you plebs? YourTotalWarMaster, and I haven't done a top 5 video in quite some time, but here we are again with a top 5 Cheese Medieval 2 tactics. Now this is meant more for single player campaign or Hotseat campaign, basically when you're playing against AI in battles. For multiplayer it's not gonna work. Also would like to mention that I did make a Patreon, so if everyone would maybe like to join that, you're welcome. No need to do that, but just if everyone feels like I should get some money off YouTube, because I'm not getting any from YouTube itself, you're welcome. The link will be down in the description. But anyways, thanks for everyone who's here watching this. Let's go into top 5 Cheese Medieval 2 tactics, and starting off with the number 5, it's gonna be something quite annoying. Coming at number 5, it's Cavalry Spamming. Basically, you can wipe out entire armies of enemies with just some cavalry. I put to them some really good troops, some armored swordsmen, some, I don't know, dismounted feudal knights and everything, and basically I can easily win this when I'm outnumbered. Like, defeat is almost a certainty. Basically they'll just come after you all the time. They'll continue to walk after you, and you just want to make them tired, and then they're all just gonna have low morale, and they're just gonna break an impact. Just at the start, if they're following you, just make them run towards you, because that's just gonna easily make them break easily. And you just wanna charge them from behind, get out of there. If the units listen to you, normally they don't, and just continue to put troops away. And as you can see, we already have some of them running away. Of course, the how could I say, the units don't listen to you every time you want them to listen. Them listening to you, because I don't know, it's just an old game. It's not the best responsive, but basically, just exhaust them, and then they're gonna break an impact. Even if it's like the best heavy infantry units, like they give England, they're just gonna break soon. And when you get a chance, you just cavalry sandwich them. This should make them break, I think. Let's see. Here we go. Them breaking. These guys breaking. These guys will break in a second. And basically just repeat that. You then go away if the units listen to you. We see, you just make a mass route and you can win easily. Here we go. We should be able to win this now. Here we go. Look at this. We killed 10 times, more than 10 times, and I wasn't even try-harding this. I was just playing it on 6 times the speed all the time, so it's a really cheesy tactic. And now we have coming in at number 4, it's Force Droughts. Let's see how it happens. So I already covered what this is in my exploits video, but basically this is most usable for a Hotseat, I think. How this works: if they have a unit outside their settlement, if I go in here, I kill 85% of these peasants or more, and I do kill this robber general, not just his unit, but as long as I kill the unit, the person general, you know, the general in the army, Khan will be empty. No one will be in there. Also, what you can do, if this army, for instance, was standing somewhere else, I would go let me just go into the autosave. I'll show you what I mean. For instance, if this army was standing over there, then I'd siege Khan. Great. Okay, I have to use these guys to siege Khan. Can I even do it? Okay, never mind, there's a fail. I have to put him further away. But you'll see what I mean. Let's put them over there. Here we go, this should be good. You siege Khan. You defeat them. You must not wipe them out. And as you can see now over here, they're near Khan. Basically now you just do the same. I'd attack them like this, and as long as I get 85% of these guys, as long as I kill Robert, Khan will be empty, and I can take it for free. Coming in at number 3 is shooting the enemy in their town square. Okay, so let me tell you what this one is about. First of all, you do need a spy to open the gate for you, and if you do have a large enough force, most of the time what they'll do, they'll all just go to the town square, your enemies. So, there are two things you can do. First one, being climbing on a wall, like for instance this one, and after that, I'll be just shooting them down there. The second one that actually needs to be used from time to time, because if you don't have enough walls that are close enough, you put your archers off fire, well, in off skirmish mode. What you do then is you start shooting them, but only one volley at a time. And mercenary crossbowmen, I think, are the best units for this. Here we go. I find it the easiest that if you like put them to go away, they'll stop following you. You bring your archers back, wait for them to reposition, or like shoot them while they're facing with their backs. Okay, let's go away. They will follow you to some extent, so basically you just want to fall back until they reset into the town square, like this. And of course the other one is you can use archers from here. It's easier because it's much more difficult for them to come to you. But yep, with this you can basically kill all of them if you have enough archers and enough good lines of sight. Basically you don't lose any troops, which is fantastic. And coming in at number 2 is going to be capturing the town square. Okay, so this next one works best if you have a lot of trash units and your enemy has a lot of, not a lot of good units. So in this case, they have 41 General's Bodyguard and have some Sergeant Spearmen. Now maybe these guys could actually win against them, but if I had like 2 units of peasants, that's for sure I can't beat these General's Bodyguard. What you do is you don't need to have a spy. It does make it easier if you have a spy that opens the gate, but even if you don't, you can just get in. They normally all retreat when you to the town square when you capture the gate. Anyways, you just stand over here, and as long as you don't touch them or shoot at them, they'll just stand there and do nothing. I also do this one a lot of the time in my peasant campaign, where I lure them out and then just I try, if they like have one general's bodyguard in there and like one infantry unit, I engage the general's bodyguard and infantry unit. Then I block this entrance. I bring one peasant into the town square, and I just protect them that no one comes there, and I win on timer. So that's this. Now before I go to the number 1, I'd like just to ask you if you could like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can also check my other videos. The peasant campaign is quite interesting. Join the Discord and Facebook, and let's go to number 1. And number 1 is Forced Sally Out. This one is truly broken. Now with this one, you again want to have a spy that does open the gate for you, but you do want to be very, very highly outnumbered or outpowered, I guess. I like to bring like 2 or 3, maybe 4 cavalry units and also 1 archer unit, because sometimes not all of them come outside. But you open the gate, and if they're opening, you already know it's gonna work because they're coming out. Most of their troops will come out. They're gonna run towards you. They're gonna be really, really, really tired when they come to you. You wanna deploy in a corner as far away from them as possible. To be honest, it's just, I don't know why this actually happens. I mean, I guess I don't know really. But anyways, when they come to you, they're gonna be really tired. The general normally doesn't come, or he's not close at all. they're just gonna break as flies. If you remember the first one, they just walked towards me, but this one they're actually running towards me, which makes the fatigue much higher. It's the easiest if they only have infantry units. I put some archers in this case as well, which is a bit harder because they can shoot against you, and it does give you some casualties. If they have cavalry, their cavalry normally doesn't get fatigued as hard, so they do tend to give you some problems, but it makes them very tired. Not as much as the infantry, of course, but still, you'll be able to see that these guys are probably gonna break instantly. Maybe not okay, instantly. As soon as the other flank came in, and then you can see they're already breaking all of them, and then you can just run them all down. And once one breaks, it just continues to happen, because you know they do get some morale penalty. I think if there's another army running against them. It's a bit hard to see what's going on over here. Not the best map to do this, but to be honest, but still, these balemen are, you know, they're not bad units, but you'll see that they just instantly break because they are tired. Their general stays in the town center, and you can just hunt them all down. These guys will get away, which is not ideal, but that's why we got the archers, because we're gonna use the other expedition. Actually, ooh, what's happening over here? It seems someone got away. We have some peasant archers that I accidentally left out, but that's the idea. Here we go. We're now almost at the end. The archers, it's actually the archers I think whose general is, so it's gonna make nothing easier. Here we go. The general's dead. And if it was like spearmen, their general unit, I would have put these guys up there and shoot them. But let's just push in. These guys are gone. And that's basically, look, 14% of us dead. They're 100% already almost. But again, I didn't even try hard this one. I just did it quickly on ×6 all the time. These guys actually got caught out by some spearmen, if you remember. I don't know if I showed it, but also the towers were shooting at me. So if we look at this, just broken. And that's it for the videos. These were the top 5 cheesiest tactics in Medieval 2. Battle-wise, of course, I can do one for the campaign map. Maybe I'll do that one as well. But as I said, thanks for watching. Make sure to join up the army. Like, comment, subscribe, join Discord, join me on Facebook. You can join me on Patreon, and here are my first 2 Patreons that are very thankful. I'm very thankful to Romich and Eisenbart. Thanks for watching, and fuck off.